You've worked hard on yourself. You know your worth. But where are the men who match your emotional intelligence and readiness for real love? Our online school, Singles Seeking Soulmate, teaches powerful relationship skills and connects you with men who've done the same deep work. This course helped me see patterns I didn't realize were blocking love. And yes, I actually met someone amazing. It's time for real connection with yourself and with someone truly ready. Join Skool. Meet relationship-ready men, ready for love that actually feels healthy. Join a community of women learning powerful relationship skills. And meet emotionally available, relationship-ready men doing the same work.
Good morning. All right, I have to take my son, well, actually, I'm meeting my son there, to the doctor this morning, and I wanted to make this quick video while I'm on my way, as y'all know me and my multitasking spirit. So I want to talk to everybody about something that I am noticing more and more in my coaching and my counseling practice, and it is couples coming in and they have very different ways of using, okay, that's my GPS, y'all. They have very different ways of utilizing social media. And that is now something that I am strongly encouraging that my daters, my people who are out here dating, I want you to find out and find out soon what a person's relationship with social media is. And if I'm being honest, I think this is more for the men than for the women. But it is for some of the women, because I have dated men that, in my opinion, had an unhealthy relationship with social media, an unhealthy obsession with social media. I've dated someone that, in my humble opinion, they had kind of an unhealthy obsession with social media. It annoyed me. So that probably made us not a good fit. So yes, I want you to find that out. I want you to figure out, okay, what is this person's relationship with social media? Because if they have an unhealthy relationship, if they have an obsessive relationship or addictive relationship to social media, to Facebook, to TikTok, to Instagram, even watching YouTube videos can be excessive, right? You need to find that out. So here's what I often ask people. What type of content are they consuming? And you can find that out by looking at that person's like YouTube history or looking at their Explorer page on Instagram, right? You can look on their timeline, and that will tell you what type of content that they're consuming. That's going to tell you a lot about them. A lot. I remember going on a guy's television, being on his television, and he must have been he was playing music. He was playing a soundtrack of music on YouTube. And I remember going to the history, because we were already on YouTube listening to this music, but I went to the history and I just started looking at his history. And that told me everything I needed to know. I was like, nope, this is not a good fit. So I would say, most of this message is for men, because in my humble opinion, to me, social media is more of a female or feminine thing. Now, if you own a business, if you happen to be a content creator, you own a business, that's a whole different conversation. And I would still want to know what their use of social media is like for their business. I still would want to know that. Like, how often are you posting? What are you posting? Are you interacting with people in the comments? What your DMs are like? You still want to know that stuff, okay? Because here's the thing. A lot of people see social media as another dating app. They see social media as, okay, this is another opportunity to potentially meet romantic interests. So just be mindful of that. And if someone is utilizing it for that reason. This is why a lot of couples, and I've had couples come in, and that's how the cheating starts. That's how the cheating starts, is through social media, is through looking at thirst traps and commenting under thirst traps, or, you know, reaching out to people through social media, checking those DMs, check those DMs. So you need to know this sooner rather than later. And I mean, it can start off with just a innocent question of like, what's your relationship with social media like? When you think about your social media, so what platforms do you have? How often are you on them? Would you say you look every day? Do you post, or are you the type of person that doesn't post, but you look at what other people post, right? These are just innocent questions that you're going to have over the telephone in front of them on a date. You're just going to ask some innocent questions. And then I really want you to pay attention. Please pay attention to the answers. Pay attention to the answers. Pay attention to if the person is defensive, right? I've asked these questions and some people get really defensive, which I'm like, why? Why are you acting so defensive? That's kind of weird. So that makes my sensors go off, is if I ask you about what's your relationship like with social media and you get really defensive. But you have people who post, right? They are actively posting. They're actively getting their attention monster fed. Their validation monster is getting fed through social media. And you want to know that. You want to know that. I told a male client just the other day, dude, does she want the attention of one good, loving, strong, masculine man, or does she want the attention of millions? That's a real thing, because there are people out there that they will blow up their relationship. They will blow up their relationship for social media. Like, as the saying goes, attention is a hell of a drug. So when you're thinking about women, you know, and their need for attention, their need for validation, their need to be gazed upon, right? It's strong for a lot of women. And so I just want men to be aware. Ask those questions. Ask questions about a woman and her relationship with social media. What she's posting, what types of videos and pictures she's posting. I've already told y'all, and whether you choose to listen or not is up to you, but a woman who posts any pictures of her backside is a no. Like, if there are any of those, you know, looking back, you know, the basically the phone in the mirror and looking back, that's a no. That's a no. Because why? Like, I still do not understand the psychology behind that pose. I mean, I do understand it, but why? Why are you utilizing that pose where your backside is to the camera and you're looking over your shoulder and like taking the picture? I mean, what? So, gentlemen, if you want a fast way to determine if she's wife material, that's it. If you go to her Instagram, if you go to her Facebook, her TikTok, and you see any photos like that, I want you to just walk away. That tells you everything you need to know. So that photo and the photo of the phone, like peering down on her cleavage, either one of those photos is no. No. Okay? It's really simple. But either one of those pictures, anywhere on her timeline, anywhere on her social media, is no. And this is what some women are going to tell you about this. They're going to make you believe that that's the single them. Like, oh, that wouldn't be the married me. That's the single me. All right, I'm single. What do you mean? That's the single me. And here's another pro tip, gentlemen. The single her is the married her. Okay? Don't forget that. Who she is single is who she is married. And if you seeing stuff that you're like, ooh, no, just know that's what's going to walk into the marriage. So I carry myself in a dignified way, even when I'm single. I know how to attract men without putting my backside to the camera. I know how to attract men without, taking these high up pictures to show my cleavage, okay, or sticking my tongue out. I know how to attract men, and I don't need to do any of that. It's not hard. And as a matter of fact, it's not hard to attract men. So you don't need to do all that. It's the type of men you're attracting. And this is what women have to understand. When you do that on social media, like I've had, people I know, I don't know why I keep attracting these lust-filled men, or why do all these men want sex? And then I go on their timeline, I go on their Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, and I'm like, here's why. Like, what do you mean? Here's why. Look at the pictures that you're posting. Look at the type of things that you're posting. That's why. So, yeah, you got to check yourself with that. You are posting pictures that's the message that you're sending. That's all I got to offer. Like, if that's all you got to offer, then that's why you're attracting those men. So, but the single you is the married you. I know same goes for men. If you out here, sticking and dodging and all that, that is you. That is you. You need to carry yourself a certain way single, and then you can carry yourself that way married. So, gentlemen, I've given you the pro tip. If you see that picture anywhere, that's on you. That's on you. That's you falling for, the oldest bait in the world. That's the oldest bait on the hook, is those type of pictures. Same with the dating apps. I've been telling men, if you see those type of pictures on a dating app, come on, bruh. It's on you. It's hard to feel sorry for people when they, continue to fall for the oldest trick in the world. It's not hard to figure out, what people are on. But please ask these questions. Please go to their pages. Some people are messy. I find people on Facebook to be messy. Some people on Instagram are messy too. And what they post. Sometimes people overshare. That's another red flag. People who overshare on social media, that's a no. That's a heck no. Okay? Because you can be assured that if you all go through something, if you all get into it, that's what's going to happen. They going to run to the internet streets and tell all their business from their perspective. So that's another thing I just want you to be aware of. That if this person overshares, if this person shares a lot of cryptic messages and cryptic posts and memes about stuff, like, that's a no. That's a no. Just walk away, okay? But we got to be mindful about the use of social media and how people use it. Me personally, I prefer a man that doesn't have it at all. That's me. I prefer someone that doesn't have it at all. If they had it for their business, again, that's one thing. And I probably would look at it. I probably would go through it and look at it and just see what they're posting. But personal social media, and let me share this, and again, I could be wrong, but me personally, a man who is posting more than once a week on his personal social media, that's weird to me. Like, there's something going on there. If a man is posting every other day and, letting people know everywhere he is and everything he's doing and what he's eating and what he's cooking and all, that's weird to me. That I wouldn't call it a red flag. It's definitely a yellow flag. Like, ew. Like, that's just weird to me. That's real weird to me. Okay, that's leaning kind of feminine in my mind. Like, why are you obsessed with the validation of others? Why do you need so much attention? And ladies, the same goes for some men. You've got to ask yourself, does this man want the attention of the millions of people out in the world, or does he want one good, solid woman? But some men, they don't want one good solid woman. They want the attention of everyone. And can I be real? That's a lot of these male Christian, podcast men that are coming out now talking about they ready for their wife. They ready to say, no, they not. No, they not. Can we be real? Can we be real? These men do not want to be married. They do not want to settle down. They do not want the attention of just one woman. Sorry, not sorry. Okay? You are not going to sit here and convince me that that's the time you want. Like, no. And you in your 40s? You in your 40s and you ain't find no good woman? Nah, you ain't going to convince me of that. So, but that's what they on now. Well, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to find my wife. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not fooling nobody. Okay? You're not fooling nobody. So, yeah, these men, these type of men, they enjoy the attention. They do. They do. And don't fall for it. They're going to tell you otherwise. Do not fall for it. They enjoy the attention they get online. They enjoy the attention they get from their podcasts and from their platform. They enjoy the attention. So ladies, don't fall for it. These men know exactly what they're doing. They enjoy, they don't want just one good woman because guess what? They have to shut those DMs down. They'd have to shut those comments and those messages down, and they don't want to do that. Yo, what in the heck? Okay, I'm trying to get back on track here. All right, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, Lord. So, find that out. Relationships are being blown up every single day because of social media. And y'all know it's true. It is a medium in which to cheat. And, people say, oh, that's just so-and-so from high school. And that's happening a lot. People reconnecting. That story. I hear that story every day. Reconnecting with old loves, reconnecting with high school sweethearts, college sweethearts. Nah. It's wild out here. And again, social media makes people think they have options that they don't. Most of these people on social media, they're not your option. They live out of state, out of your city, out of your country. And you're interacting with them on this app. And you're thinking, okay, we are closer than we really are, or they're actually an option for me. No, they're not. And you blow up your relationship over this. So just be mindful. But I'm talking more to the men because I have a lot of male clients that come in and they talk and they say, if she isn't watching, other women on social media and watching other women's relationships, and there she's comparing our relationship to their relationship. So that's problematic. And just watching certain content and thinking that that's how her relationship should be and that's what she should be experiencing. That's toxic. It is. Sunset Rose 90 says, good morning. Whenever you get a chance, can you do a video of it's worth to marry into family money if the guy is not ambitious or growth-minded at all? Thanks. Okay. Can you do a video of is it worth it to marry into a family of money? Are you marrying the man because you want to be with him? That's my question. You might have the wrong platform. No, you marry the man because you want to be with him. Okay? That's the answer. Marry the man that you want to be with. Marry the man that you connect with, that you see value in. Marry the man that you love. You can marry him for practical reasons too, but marrying him because his family has money, you're on the wrong platform. Sorry. No, we don't pink pill over here. So, yeah, you got the wrong platform. But yes, I have a lot of male clients where, their women are posting videos on TikTok, workout videos, videos about their business. And so they're getting male attention. And these women are beautiful. They're beautiful women. So, of course, they're getting attention online. And now you got all these men coming in their DMs. You got all these men, you know, fiending like, oh, it's a business reason why I'm reaching out. And it ain't. Y'all know it ain't. And now the guy is like, should I be concerned about this? And I'm like, heck yeah. Heck yeah, you should. She said she's looking for the City Girl channel. Yeah, you got the wrong place. Sorry. But heck yeah, you should be concerned. Because now you have to have a talk with your lady about social media. You have to have a talk about putting up boundaries to protect the relationship. So, and one gentleman was like, well, she's real naive. She thinks these men really do want training and all that. I was like, I know. Again, it's a tale as old as time that, oh, he's reaching out about my workouts. No, he's not. No, he ain't. Ugh. Trust me, it irritates me too. Like I tell the guys, it irritates me too, y'all, when they come and say this, because I'm thinking, baby, who are you fooling? But they really are naive. A lot of women really are that naive. Well, he likes, you know, my business, my service, or he's reaching out for no, he's not. No, he's not. Especially if you're a beautiful woman. No, he isn't. So I understand what the guy is saying. He's like, yeah, she's acting so naive about it. Like she doesn't know that the guy is interested in her. So yeah, I did tell him, keep your finger on that pulse. Keep your finger on that pulse. Okay? Because many a naive woman has been sucked into something, you know, that she shouldn't have been sucked into. Real Dope Daddy says, first thing he needs to understand is he hasn't established certain boundaries in the beginning of the relationship. Exactly. And so that's why now I told him, okay, sound like y'all need to have another conversation. That's all. And so that's what he told me was going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to do just that. Great. Have another conversation. Because, yeah, you need to get clear on what those boundaries will be. That's all. Have another conversation. I didn't know there was Amazon fulfillment over here. Oh my gosh. I might send my son here to get another job. Richmond and Rico Turnpike. Yeah, wow. I did not know that. I know there was one in Petersburg. So, gentlemen, just like I said, be mindful. Be mindful, especially if you got a naive woman like he do, you know, out here posting your workouts or posting your business stuff or your service stuff, and you think men are reaching out for your service. No, they ain't. So just be mindful and keep your finger on that pulse. Set healthy boundaries. The same with reconnecting. I keep telling men, these women who are reconnecting with men from high school, reconnecting with men from college, reconnecting with men from law school, from medical school, or whatever. Okay? And ladies too. That makes my sensor go makes my sensor go off, makes my flag go up. If my man came to me and said, yeah, you know, Deborah from high school reached out to me, my sensor goes off. Okay? I know what that means. So please be mindful. Be mindful. That's all I'm saying. He said she should know better than to even play with you like that. She should understand you as her man and what you won't be okay with. Yeah, like I said, I'm giving the best advice I can. I really am. But in my mind, I'm like, right? I'm giving the best advice I can. But in my mind, I'm thinking, just be mindful now. Okay? We have to have healthy boundaries. And the woman has to have a reverence. She has to have a respect. And look, this is what I tell a lot of my male clients, and they be horrified when I say this. I said, there should be some fear of losing you. Like, can I be honest? There should be a little tinge of fear. There's a little tinge of fear should run through the relationship. And if that's not there, I need you to question yourself. Like, why is that not there? But a lot of men don't really understand that. There should be a tinge of fear of you leaving her alone. Real Dope Daddy says men are not attracted to female trainers from a practical standpoint. That's ridiculous, LOL. We don't seek female trainers for the most part. Exactly. Exactly. My thoughts exactly. So I just said, be mindful. That's all. Be mindful. But yeah, there should be a tinge of fear. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, this dude could leave me alone. Like, he could leave me alone. He could go about his business. Y'all, why did my GPS take me this way? It done took me all around the world when I could have went on 295. Y'all, sometimes the GPS drives me bonkers. Why are you taking me this way? This is ridiculous. Lord. Okay. All right, but that's it. I just wanted to make this quick video because honestly, like I said, for the last few years, I have seen social media blow up many relationships. Social media just blowing them up. And like I said, people coming in the DMs, people coming back from years gone by, Okay, I see it. Thank you. It's bad out here. It's real bad out here. So you gotta know what's going on. And if I'm being honest, my hope is that couples would be real transparent, that you would either be able to follow each other, you would have access to their account, especially if you're in a committed relationship, especially if you're married. So I also think it's weird when people are in a committed relationship or married and they're not following each other, they don't have access to their social media. I personally think that's weird, but that's me. All right, but I just wanted to share this with you all. You need to be compatible with your person as far as social media. You all need to have similar values around it, similar boundaries around it. You need to be transparent with it. That's it. But if not, you're going to find yourself in a lot of petty arguments about social media. And these are things you need to talk about on the front end, not the back end. Because you're, getting involved with someone and a year in, you see that they're posting all this crazy stuff or they're interacting with people in the comments or they got people in their DMs. And see, now you're trying to change the game in the 9th inning. And so set those boundaries early on. This is something that is blowing up relationships. I can't tell you how many people, I reconnected through Facebook Messenger. I reconnected through Instagram. I reconnected through TikTok or through whatever. Keep your finger on that pulse. All right, I'm running in here. You can get a free trial of Skool, my private community. And all you have to do is email me at info@betterlovemovement.com. Skool will send you an email invite to get you set up. Our next meeting is going to be on Monday evening. It is every Monday evening at 7:30. And then I need to post this week's video. So I'll probably be doing that today. But you can join us over there. You can have access to the Relationship Skills 101 course. We are in week 14. That's going to teach you all the things you need to know about being a healthy, whole, healed person, and then also finding a healthy, whole, healed person, okay? But you'll have a chance to interact with other men and women who are also doing the same. So 30 days free trial. All you have to do is email me at info@betterlovemovement.com. Please like this video if you're watching it on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay open to love.